Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Coach's Corner, and this week our show is partially going to be devoted to finding out how the HiSteppers did in their national competition down in Texas. And in fact, just arriving back a day ago, head coach Kristin Smith, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Kristin.
Okay.
And by the smile on your face, I guess we did pretty good. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go through the awards.
Okay. Yes, they did wonderful. They did very, very well. I was incredibly proud of them. They absolutely rose to the occasion. It was a great weekend. The team and the officers both compete. My team competed in 4 different categories. They were national champions in the high kick. They were national champions in the prop, which is hoops for us. They were 3rd in their military, and then they were 4th in their pom. And that put us 4th as a team overall in the large team category. Then our national competition also ranks you across everyone who is there. And we ended up 9th out of all of the schools that were there, which is pretty incredible when you look at the schools that come. So then my officers won. They were in 3 different categories. They were high kick, they were pom, and military. They were national champions in all 3 of those divisions, and they were also 4th in the large team officer division. I also had 2 girls that made kick company. They have a kickoff at camp, and the girls qualify at camp to be able to compete at the national level for who has the best kicks at the competition. And they have a junior Miss High Kick and a senior Miss High Kick. The junior is for 9th grade and under. So Brianna Satry, who's a freshman, competed in the junior Miss High Kick, and in fact I had several girls compete in it, but Brianna Satry was 1st runner-up. So she was 2nd in that, and then I had several in the senior Miss High Kick, which is sophomore and up. And Alyssa Tapp, for the 2nd year in a row, made kick company, and she was 3rd. So, I mean, it was great. They did really well, and not to brag, but I was also very excited. I was voted the outstanding coach, and that was for the 3rd year. So,
I was going to say, that's not the first time for that, though.
No, it's not. That was the 3rd year in a row. So it was very exciting. I was very, very happy.
Very stressful time for not only the coach and for the for the kids, but also for the parents. Sounds like it was pretty rewarding, though. It
really was. They did a great job, and I always tell the girls, of course we want to win. You know, that is our ultimate goal. And you know, coming in 4th in the large team category, the large team category is always like walking into a buzzsaw. That seems to be the category that the absolute height of talent is there. And there were some teams there that I had never heard of before. There were some new schools that have cropped up. You know, Dallas and Houston, all those areas are always expanding. And there were some new high schools that had cropped up, and I had never seen their teams compete. And so that, you know, that's hard when you go in and you can't scout out your competition at all. But we beat Rowlett, which is a huge school with amazing talent, and also Friendswood, which also is a huge school with, I mean, everyone is a studio dancer. Those 2 teams are perennially just favorites in our category, and we beat both of them, of course, along with tons of other schools. And I always tell the girls, you know, if we're in top 10 of a competition that has 135 teams or something, and you're in the top 10, you're doing pretty well. You're definitely among the elite. So
you have to perform at a high level for 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's where the pressure is that there's no do-overs, and you really have to be on. So, you know, it doesn't always work out that way. It sounds like this group, though, was really prepared, and that's why you start them. You never really take a break from it.
That's exactly right. And, you know, they did their high kick. I wish everybody could have been there to see their high kick. Their high kick was the absolute best I have in 22, 23 years of coaching I have ever seen one of my teams perform at nationals. It was amazing. We had people from all sorts of other schools stopping us and saying, your kick was amazing. So that was our first team dance, and that was a great way to start off the day. And, you know, I tell the girls, we have got to be spot on with everything we do, because we don't have the technical ability that the other teams have. And so while the other teams can afford a mistake or two because they've got that difficulty rate level that's over ours, we can't afford the mistakes. So yeah, I mean they're under incredible pressure. And honestly, we were only 5 points out of first place. So that's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Pretty good. Even though I tortured myself with that all Sunday, thinking what could I have done differently and what could they have done differently to get those 5 or 6 points to have won it. But it is what it is.
Where does the program go now? I guess you start picking your next year's squad. Those tryouts are pretty soon, I assume.
Right. They're April 3rd, Wednesday, April the 3rd. We started back in the gym. My girls had no break. We were in the gym this morning at 7 o'clock for tryout clinic. And it was a full gym and girls working hard, and I think people are excited.
You have a lot of girls coming back, don't you?
I do.
That's going to be high competition.
It really is. It's going, and that's great. That's what it should be. I have 29 of my 35 coming back. One girl is moving, so yeah, I have 29 of them, and that's. And I've told those girls, hey, your spot isn't assured. It doesn't matter that you were amazing at nationals. Those judges don't see that performance. They see Wednesday, April 3rd's performance, and it all's going to hinge on that. So we'll see how it all shakes out.
The only thing is that you just really can't enjoy it long enough, can you?
No.
You'd like to be able to take a week and enjoy this, but after a couple hours sleep and a long bus ride back, you probably just want to catch up on your sleep a little bit right now.
That would be really, really nice. My mind was racing so much yesterday that after I got back home and got back from Mass, I wanted to take a nap for a while, but my head wouldn't settle down. My mind wouldn't stop going, and so I didn't end up sleeping at all yesterday afternoon. And so yeah, I'm a little tired.
So congratulations on your Coach of the Year too. I will say that's a very deserving award, and I know that it's hard to win time after time because there's so many good coaches, not only in our state, but also down in Texas too.
And I believe there were, I want to say 10 or 11 states that were represented at the competition. And, I know some people, but I don't know a lot of people. And so when your peers vote you that and they don't really even know you personally, that is a huge, huge honor for me, and I really take that seriously. I really take that to heart and appreciate that, and appreciate the fact that they see how hard my girls work, and they see the product that my girls put on the floor every time. And I always tell my girls, I'm excited that I got the Coaches Award, but a lot of it's due to you, because you all are putting out on the floor quality work. So.
And your standard has never changed.
No.
One of the reasons that our HiStepper group is the best in the state is because you have a high bar set, and I know that no matter how you do at a national competition, the bar is going to be just as high for the next group of girls.
Oh, it definitely is, and I was talking to my team from this year after tryout clinic, and we were talking about taking some pictures for the newspaper and things, and I said, I hope that the fact that I said, how many of y'all knew we were only 5 points out of first? And the majority of them raised their hand. And I said, I hope that puts a little fire in you for next year, that you're going to go back and, okay, we're going to achieve even more than this. So, yeah, and true. And you say, and I appreciate the fact that you say that we're the best drill team in the state of Oklahoma. And I will say we beat every Oklahoma school that was there.
Well, so. the bar is way up there, and it's like any great program. You want to stay at that level, that competitive level, and it is a competition. It's a great competition. You talk about the dance studios and the talented kids that are coming out, and you mentioned some of the schools. People have no idea how big these high schools in Texas are, and what they have to choose from. And like everything in Ponca, we have our kids, and that's about it. You don't get a lot of move-ins. You don't have a big growth in the city. So when we win a competition, it's really done with our local kids.
Oh, it definitely is. And with those kids working hard and putting in the extra hours and learning, technical skills on Wednesdays when we have late start Wednesdays, we use that extra practice time to work on technical skills, double turns and grand jetés and things like that they don't. They don't get in regular practice time, and so we've kind of got to use any little bit of extra time that we have to work on those skills so we can continue to increase our difficulty level.
4th in your division and
Yes.
9th overall.
9th overall, yeah.
I've been there. I can't even imagine how great you all felt after that.
You know, I tell you, that is true, and I did really feel, I felt great, and I wanted more than anything, I always want my girls to win, but I wanted more than anything for them to win this year because there were so many people that said, you guys aren't going to be good either. You guys aren't going to be good. You lost so many seniors. There's no way you can keep your standard up. You guys, you know, and, you know, for all those people, I just wanted to say, okay, you know, don't throw that challenge down because I'm going to take it every time. And they were good, and they did prove that it didn't matter that there were 20 new girls on the team. Those 20 new girls and that 35-girl team I had looked like they had all been doing it forever.
Yeah, and I know some of the background. You had one girl who had a family death right before she went. And
yes.
You talk about, and I'll pardon my sucking it up. I mean,
I know
that is the ultimate. And then you had kids that are hurt, that are trying to participate and trying to, if they can't be there physically, be there emotionally for the team. That is a team. It's a tight bond team.
It's exactly right. Yeah, Alyssa Tapp. Oh my gosh, you want to talk about a kid who has some internal strength? Yes, her grandmother died, and her mother told me, you know, Alyssa's grandma was her best friend, and she pushed through that and was amazing. And good heavens, you know, is third in the Miss High Kick competition. She absolutely mentally had to be so strong to do that. Leslie Wilson just had major knee surgery and came with us to nationals to support the girls. I mean, just begged her dad, you know, I know I can do this, so that she could support the girls. I mean, yeah, it is a team, and it's a family. You know, we're close knit.
You're the best. And,
well, thank you.
Congratulations to you,
Thank
Kristin,
you.
and congratulations to your team as well, the Po HiSteppers. They are the best. We congratulate them on all their national awards. On this week's Coach's Corner.